Hi guys, welcome to the Pipe Companion. Have a seat in the rocker if you like, and spend a few minutes here on my back porch on this. It's beautiful April afternoon, Sunday afternoon. Thank you for visiting. Haven't posted in a while. It's been a lot happening here. Really, a lot happening abroad. Since I last posted a video, I took a group of my students from the school where I'm the coordinator of the academically gifted. I took some of my students to Italy, and we did an educational tour of Italy from the 1st of April till I think we got back on the 11th, something like that. And it was very successful. The only problem we had was that the airlines screwed up on the way out, so it ended up that half of my group, and I stayed back with that half, didn't make it until the day after we were supposed to be there. But, you know, I never had that problem before, so I guess it was time for my number to come up. Anyway, I've taken groups of students to Europe, 5 different countries during my career, and first time I'd been in a while. Italy is my favorite place. If I had to live somewhere else, it would be in Florence, Italy. And I was able to go there. We started, well, the half that got there on time anyway, started in Milan and saw Venice and Verona. Worked our way down to Florence. We saw Pisa, Pompeii, Bay of Naples, Isle of Capri, different places in Rome that we saw. It was a great trip, and it was not a free trip. The parents, I had a few parents who went with me, and the kids. But it's a trip that they have to pay for, right? It's not a free trip. My trip is free as long as I get a certain number of travelers. Otherwise, I couldn't afford to do it on my salary and my situation as it is. So, but it was a good trip, and everybody got home safely. The kids had a great time, and when you can take a group of students, especially that age group, overseas, and you don't have anything happen, you are very lucky indeed. And I think that I was very lucky. Today I'm smoking my Savinelli 320. This is the pipe I call Bob because it's a workhorse pipe. I smoke it a lot, and it's named Bob after Bob Gibson of the St. Louis Cardinals, who used to be a workhorse. That was back in the days when starting pitchers actually pitched, most of the game. They didn't have but 2 or 3 relievers in the bullpen, and they weren't used as much. So this is sort of a workhorse pipe that I smoke, and in it I have some of Peterson's early morning pipe, more of a Virginia than the aromatic blend that I'm used to smoking. But it's good. It's a good tobacco. I know a lot of people smoke. It's a very popular mixture. I can just keep it lit. So, aside from that, started to work out in the yard and get this place under control. I have a tendency every year to wait until I absolutely have to mow, until it's so bad they could film a Tarzan movie in my yard, because I know that once I start mowing, that's it. It's going to be an every week thing. And I know there are those of you out there that really enjoy mowing and doing that sort of thing. I really don't. I do it because I have to. So I've started to got the front 40 cut, and next I got to work on the back 40, and No, not literally. I have about a little over an acre total, but I got to get out and get the back and just slowly work my way around the house to get weeds and cut stuff that's volunteer that I know can't stay there, and things like that. So it's that part of it I find a bit relaxing, to be able to get out into the around the plant beds and that sort of thing. I haven't planted anything yet because North Carolina will fool you, and perhaps you live in a place like that too, that it gets warm and you think, oh, okay, well, I can go out and pop a couple of $100 at Home Depot or Lowe's and buy some plants and go out and plant. Then all of a sudden you get a freeze one night, and there it goes. So I don't generally plant anything till the end of April, 1st of May, because I've been burned too many times, and I'm not going to let that happen again. It's nice to be able to get back out on my porch again and to spend some time with you and have you here in the rocker here with me. It's really has been beautiful for the most part. We had a really hard rain yesterday. It was, around here we call it a gully washer, when it was at, it's like one of those end of time, build an ark kind of rains. But today it's very nice, and I think you can probably hear the birds chirping. They've been real happy. I put my bird feeders back up, so they've been pretty happy campers. But sometimes I swear they fuss at me when I haven't put them out yet. It's probably a good thing I don't speak bird, because if I did, I might not like what they're saying. Hope everybody is doing well. It's a nice time of the year. I need to get time to get out and just kind of visit with nature a little bit. I actually have a front and a back porch. My front porch isn't sheltered like this one is. This is an enclosed porch that I sit on right now and do most of my videos on. But in fact, I've done all my videos back here, either in the sunroom. We actually do have a front porch, and so I'm thinking about maybe doing some videos out there. I don't sit out there a lot. I don't really know why. It's a pretty porch, and it's it gets the morning sun, and then the sun swings over the house and over this porch and sets over there in the west. So the front porch is great to sit in early morning, watch the sunrise, and I can come back here, or I used to be able to watch the sunset, but now I have this big tree that my mom planted before I lost her, and it blocks pretty much the sunset, but that's okay. It's a crepe myrtle, and it was from her, or it was actually planted when she was here, so yeah, I guess it was for her. But anyway, the porch is pretty much completely surrounded by crepe myrtles. Speaking about Italy again, we went during Easter week, and wow, you talk about humanity being packed in one place. That was it. We went to also visit Vatican City, St. Peter's Basilica. We went to see the Sistine Chapel, Michelangelo's famous ceiling in the Sistine Chapel, and But boy, was it packed. It was absolutely packed. And the second day we were on tour, we're in one of those tour buses. And it's one of those large buses that has a front entrance. And then about midway, there's another entrance. And the second day we were there, at least my half of the group was there. Second day, once we were reunited, the airlines finally got us there. That was a clown car. That was the biggest bunch of buffoonery I've ever seen at a ticket counter or a check-in counter in an airline. And I've traveled all over Europe, all over the United States, by air, and I've never in my life encountered anything like that. But I don't want to get started on that. That's not something you want to listen to. But anyway, so the second day that we were there, I was counting my kids at the back of the bus, and I was backing up and talk about buffoonery. I shouldn't be talking because I backed blindly right into the stairwell at the middle of the bus, and it's a pretty sharp down hole there. And thank God I didn't break my leg or tear my ACL or something like that, but I did twist my knee, and so my knee hurt the rest of the time I was there. And happened to have the way it works, I travel with an educational tour company, and they have somebody who meets us as soon as we land, and we have the same tour director and the same bus from the time we get there to the time we leave, and everything's prearranged and all that. All you do is go and enjoy it and come home. Well, we had this guy who otherwise I thought was wonderful, did a great job, but he absolutely did not understand the concept of a leisurely walk. And he just set a pace that was just ungodly, even if you didn't have an almost broken leg. I mean, even the kids, the young kids, and a few of the parents were unhappy because it was crowded, and we're walking either to get back to the bus or get to a specific place we're supposed to be. And he was walking so fast. We were traveling with two other groups, so there was a 3-group party of us, and you're talking about, I don't know, 30, 32 people, something like that. And he was traveling so fast that we were strung out over 2 or 3 blocks, and that's not a good idea, and it's not even safe. But I don't know. Somehow we managed to keep up enough that we didn't lose him, and but it was a tough trip for me. I had bad knees already, and this certainly didn't help the cause. But again, I could have broken my leg or twisted. When I did twist it, I could have torn an ACL or something like that. So, not going to say too much because I think I lucked out overall. Man, it's nice out here today. Got a little bit of a breeze, and so sun's out, birds are singing. Just gorgeous afternoon here in the Tar Heel State, midway across the Tar Heel State. Well, I just wanted to check in and let everybody know I was still alive. Thank you for your company, and hope that I can make another video pretty soon. But basically, just wanted to just sit here and say hello and spend a few minutes with you here on the porch. Hope everybody is well in the YTPC community. And until I see you again next time, as I said, have a good one, and thanks for the company. Bye bye.